Hey, you interested in doing an interview?
You want to park right here?
You know what I'm saying? But you know I'm gonna be asking you some serious questions.
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna answer it. The reality check is a motherfucker, you know?
What's happening, bro?
She wanna fight?
Yeah, she's drunk and she's just...
I told you not to let that lady in this car.
Down on Greenfield and National, the lights are dim. Women walk the pavement, lost in the wind. The hustle's real, but the price is steep. Chasing dollars while their souls just weep.
So this is F.A.C.E Productions, Focus Authority, Creating Excellence. I met another gorgeous woman here on the street, says she's willing to have a conversation with me. If you don't mind introducing yourself.
My name is Nikki, baby.
Nikki, baby. Okay. So, Nikki, what street are we on?
We are on 7th and Greenfield.
7th. Okay, so we're in the low numbers.
Yes.
Okay, so I was asking Vicky, what's the difference between, you know, some of the guys that may be serviced out here, like the certain names? Because I only know them to be referred to as tricks, and she told me that...
No, there's a difference. There's Johns, there's tricks,
Okay.
there's clients, there's regulars, there's sugar daddies.
Okay.
A trick is somebody that trick off on you. That's what a trick is. A trick is somebody that can trick you, but you can trick them at the same time. That's a trick.
Okay.
Because it's a trick. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Makes sense.
A John is just a regular person you hopping in a car with.
Okay.
A client is someone you see on a somewhat normal basis, you know, once every 2 weeks, or, you know, a regular is someone you see on a consistent, like, it's set plate, you know.
Okay.
Sugar daddy is where, you know, you give him his time whenever, but you get like a set allowance every week, every month, every day, whatever, whatnot. So there is a difference.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, you elaborated that.
Especially with prices, with rates.
Okay. So what is a price point like for
A trick he gonna try and trick off. He not gonna want to try and give you no money if he don't have to.
Right.
He not gonna try and do it. He gonna try and most likely try and find a drug user for the most part that he can dope date with.
Okay.
So tricks for the most part are dope daters.
Got it. Makes sense.
They'd rather try and give you some drugs and get you high than have to give you some money.
Okay. So what would you prefer? Would you prefer the drugs or?
I need the money. Always the money. Green is what makes me go woo woo.
I feel you. Okay, so if I said, okay, hey baby, what'd you charge me for full service? What would that be? What's the price point for that?
It actually depends on. I go based on time. I'm online, so I go based off of time. So it's you want a quick visit, you want a half hour, you want an hour, and these are just estimated times on how long you feel it's gonna take for you to succeed your, you know what I'm saying, your mission. Now you pay per the hour and it like takes you 15 minutes. Well, you still got 45 minutes. Now that's depending if the provider allows more than one release. So.
Okay, so how long have you been familiar with these streets out here?
I've been familiar with them for about 7 years.
About 7 years? Okay. So if you don't mind, how old are you?
37.
37? Okay, cool. So I take it you're familiar with a lot of the other ladies that may work this area too?
Oh yeah, I know everybody. Yeah.
You get along pretty well?
We do, but a bitch is a bitch, another hoe is a hoe. You can't trust them as far as they go, but at the same time, they all you got out here.
Okay.
And we do stick by each other whether or not we were just trying to shank each other this morning and somebody trying to pop you off and I'm walking past. You think I'm going to let them just get off of it? No, I'm going to jump in regardless I like you or not.
Right.
Why? Because we the only ones. We got each other. That's it.
Okay.
Especially the ones that ain't got no family. I mean, all you have is the next bitch on the next corner.
No,
or somebody, whoever it is with you in the cut sleeping.
Right.
Or taking shifts, Oh, well, this one girl wants to go get high, but this one wants to sleep. Okay, well, I'm going to get high while you go to sleep. Or,
Yeah. Okay, makes sense. Speaking of that, do you have a biological family here?
Here in Milwaukee.
Are you from Milwaukee?
No, I'm not.
Okay, where you from?
I'm originally from down south, Florida and Alabama, but I grew up in Sheboygan for the most part, so that's where a lot of my family is.
Right. So how did you find yourself here in Greenfield?
I lost my house. My baby daddy got our house raided by the feds and UTF. So I was pregnant. I actually went into early labor. My son actually passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And I ended up being stuck out here. And I mean, to be honest, I used to sell weed and pills and shit to the girls back then, like 10 years ago out here. So they already knew who I was. I had a worn vehicle. I used to let them come sit right here on this corner right here. I was in a green van. I used to sit there posted every night. Let them come in, do their thing, warm up. And then one day, I lost it all. I lost my son. I lost everything. Shoot, and
Yeah, that's
shoot, you got to do what you got to do, especially when you got kids. Period.
So would you contribute the loss of that to, let's say, the drug use? Like after a while, you find yourself finding the drugs more important?
Oh, no. I definitely got morals and limits and, you know what I'm saying, rules for myself that I don't pass. Because at the end of the day, when you get stuck on the dope and the drugs, that inner hype is you're going to do everything on that list you said you won't do, you will do. And I'm not going to be a statistic.
Okay.
So
what would be your drug of choice, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm a pothead. I like edibles, weed, I mean, you name it, or rollers.
Okay.
So.
Now, a roller would be considered what?
Ecstasy.
Ecstasy. Okay. And that would be like the hardest drug that you've indulged in? As far as that's concerned?
No, it's not the hardest. Well, I mean, I don't know. The comparison of cocaine and ecstasy, I mean, I think at the end of the day, ecstasy is more deadly than cocaine is.
Okay.
So, I mean, harder drug, I think that is one of the most hardest drugs. I've never done heroin. Never will. I've never used a needle. Never done that. I've done cocaine. I've done crack.
Right.
It's a waste of money. All you're doing is chasing Jason. Because all you're doing is looking for that one blast you got when you first started.
Yeah.
All you're doing is chasing it. You ain't never gonna find it. You wasting all your money. You're trying to look for something you ain't never gonna find. So like, why keep you doing it?
So, being out here and being familiar with these streets, is there any examples you can say that bad things have came your way, or?
Oh, plenty of bad shit came my way.
Like, for example?
I tell you one thing, females, don't rob your clients or whatever else, because believe it, you don't know who they know.
Right.
Because it's not about what you know about here, it's about who you know and what they know.
Right.
At the end of the day, you don't know if they got people right here, they got, you know, this, that. You don't. Not just that. If the person's willing to help you out and give you something nice, why would you, you know, utilize that and take advantage of it and steal or rob them? Because at the end of the day, if that person's done it for you more than once, that means he's gonna keep coming back, which is considered a regular, which could be considered a sugar daddy. So, I mean, they do all that because they're thirsty.
Yeah.
The thirst will get you killed, really will get you killed. But the hunger, you gotta be a strong person. I mean, I've been through it. I've been raped, I've been kidnapped, I've been held hostage, I've been sold to sex traffickers. I mean, not once, but twice. I was posted a couple years ago on the news.
Really?
Yes. I was one of the girls that they found on the east side. So, like, I didn't know who I was, no nothing. They made me do a suicide base live. Remember when Facebook first came out and they were doing the live things?
Yeah.
They had me do one of them, and my kid's dad and my parents realized they caught on, like, when I was reading what they had me write, you know what I'm saying, the thing, they were catching on to certain words and, like, symbols that I would throw up.
Right.
So, they caught on to it. And my mama came from all the way from Alabama, all the way here, every state, missing persons, missing person, missing person. So it is the trenches out here. It really is. You got to have a backbone, and you can't be scared of nothing.
Right.
Even though you are shaking in your boots, you can't show no fear out here. None. Guys are coming up here robbing you daylight. I was robbed midday from my car, my purse, right there on my motherfucking 10th and Greenfield, right down the street.
Yeah.
They don't care. They beat me. They pulled out some guys. I don't know if you remember last summer. There was a bunch of younger kids running around beating up people, like really, really bad. We were sitting on the church steps, and all we did was say, "Hey, how y'all doing?" to the kids walking past. They turned around, came back. I'm talking about, dude had a motherfucking Draco, like little ass kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beating you, raping you. They put my guy in the hospital. He almost died. He was on life support. All because we said hi. How y'all doing?
That's crazy. Yeah, you definitely got to be aware of your environment and surroundings of the particular people that are in that environment, because I don't particularly know what's going on with the youth today, but I know they can be violent and a little unruly.
I'm sure there's more to it than that. Sure. I mean, ladies, if you're young and you're still out here, sure, get out of these streets while you still got a chance, because these streets will eat you alive. Right. If you don't, the tricks eventually stalk you and kill you. I mean, I know you guys have heard that all in the news the last 2 years. All the tricks have been killing the bitches. Yeah. Like, come on now, we're dropping bodies out here.
Yeah, it's a girl recently.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're somebody's daughter. We're a woman. We're a mother at the end of the day. Before we're what y'all call streetwalkers or whatever, whatnot. But there's different types of females out here. I mean, look at the girl, at the corner up there behind us versus me. You can tell the difference on what type of female she is. You know, who keeps himself. If you look like money, you're gonna get money. If you look like a bum, you're gonna get treated like a bum. If not, worse. Right. Gang raped, beat, all that. Right. So, I mean, it's definitely crucial out here. If you ain't got to be out here at nighttime, don't be. Because y'all thought the daytime was something.
I'm sorry not to cut you with. So, when nighttime comes, you actually, so there's a home that you go to, or a friend's house, or how does that work for you?
Yeah, but the money don't stop.
So you mean you out here?
I'm moving. I move. There's sometimes I go 2-3 days without sleep. But there's also reasons why, you know, I might be somewhere where I can't go to sleep, or I fall asleep somewhere and they rob me in my sleep in my own people's crib. Like, you can't even trust your own people. So what would be one indication to stop you from getting in someone's car that you could just, I guess, come up with from on site? Your gut. Your gut feeling, awkwardness, anything, just suspect, just feel weird, anything. Yeah. Don't ever double second guess yourself ever. Wow. Ever. Never double guess yourself. Never. If that car's gone around 3 times, 4 times and hasn't stopped, and now all of a sudden wants to stop, but they want you to come walk towards the alley, hell no. The fuck? Don't do, pardon my language, but what? No, don't do it. That's a setup. Right. More than one dude in the car, don't do it. Don't do it. These little young niggas out here, they're trying to give you free samples and whatever else and get you in the car with more than one. Don't do it. Right. They look creepy. Don't do it. Shoot, first question off the bat. If they roll the window down and don't let you get in right away, first thing, are you the police? Prove it. Right. If you can't do that, shit, that's entrapment. You ain't getting me. How would an individual prove they're not the police? You do a grab test. Believe it or not, if you ask them, are they the police working with any law enforcement agencies in any way, what shape or form whatsoever, they have to tell you the truth. Right. They have to tell you the truth. If they don't, it's entrapment. Anything they do after that is considered entrapment. So, I mean, and not just that, the grab test. When you get in, you say, can we do the grab test for proof, verification? Sure, you get in, I grab you, you grab me. Because the cop can flash his dick. Right. There's certain things that they can do, right, but you cannot grab him. He will not allow you to grab him. He cannot let you grab him. That right there is a setup right there. If you can't grab him, he can't show you his penis, he can't do any of that, but wants to talk money and how much for this, how much for that, it's a setup. Makes sense.
So what was your thoughts when I approached you? When you saw me pull up and say hello, what was your thoughts?
I didn't have no bad vibes on nothing. I go based off of vibes of a vehicle when I make eye contact with the person. Like, you make eye contact with me. I was like, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I didn't feel no bad, vibes, no nothing. And then when I got to the vehicle, I was like, oh, I think that's him with the interviews. So, and then once you said that, I was like, all right, cool, sweet. I'd like to be able to say my word, how my opinion out here, because
As you should.
it's the trenches. I mean, it really is, but sometimes that fast money, that fast life, you just get stuck, and it's too good sometimes. Don't get me wrong, it's bad sometimes too.
Right.
There's times where you go, a day or two without making nothing.
Right.
But that next week, be $500-600, and it'd be the quickest, easiest thing in the world.
Right.
So I just count my blessings, not my despairs.
There you go. Makes sense. So can someone offer you enough money to say, stay with me for the night? Is that within your options?
An overnight? Oh yeah, I would do an overnight.
And so, what would you charge an individual to stay overnight with them?
It all depends. If you want just a regular, like an 8-hour shift, like job, or you want 12 hours, or if you want a whole day.
Right.
You want a whole day, it's gonna cost you.
Right. From 12 to 12.
From 12 to 12 is gonna cost 12.
Wow. 1,200? Wow.
I ain't playing.
Okay, get it. I'm okay.
Sure.
I don't know
Good
how
service
it
ain't
works.
cheap, and cheap service ain't good.
That's right. Okay, makes sense.
I mean, not just that. I have no heroin needle marks. I don't have no,
Right.
no big signs of hard, heavy drug usage, which is a top, which is, that's a bonus. That's a bonus.
Okay.
I dress clean. My nails are clean. Obviously, I keep myself clean, so that's a double bonus.
Yeah. I hear a lot of these men like girls when they're considered dirty.
That's disgusting. That's just the weird, freaky ass fetishes they be going through. They got some weird ass fetishes out here, and that's a lot. Believe it or not, that's what I do most of the time. Yeah, I do that for the most time. Why? Because it's legal. Because I can't get in trouble for you paying me to come piss on you.
Right.
So all the crazy, weird shit your husbands, boyfriends, girlfriends, and wives won't do, I will. That's what I do. I do dominatrix and fetishes. I do the weird ass shit.
And so that's what I was gonna ask you. What would be, you think, in your opinion, one of the most weirdest requests?
Shitting in somebody's mouth.
Oh my God.
I've done it a couple times though. Hey, it's the money. You can't. The money too good. I mean, but at the end of the day, I'm considered what they call the enchantress. So, you gotta be one fucked up ass individual mentally.
Right.
I'm fucked up, y'all. We're real in the head, but you can't be a normal person and just go and do this type of stuff.
Right. I guess you think it starts out that way.
I mean, everyone thinks it's so easy. Like a stripper. Oh, it ain't nothing to be a stripper. Damn, what? Boy, you crazy in your damn head. You gotta know how to trust your body, learn your muscles, learn how to arch your bodies in certain different degrees. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. That's just not easy.
Right.
You gotta be able to learn and do all that other shit. At the same time, you drinking, getting fucked up, and you got 3-inch stilettos on a 20-foot pole. Come on now. It's not easy like you think. Just like out here, it's not easy. The pressure when you get in these cars of not knowing what's gonna happen, not knowing if they're gonna pull a gun out when you're done, not knowing if they're, gonna take you to the other side of town and pull belts out like old boy did. I was one of his victims. The dude last year that got popped up, that strangled the girl, I was one of his victims. And that shit's scary, especially when you don't know what's gonna happen. But once you start getting them feelings, if you ever get a feeling you just, something is not right, something is, just whatever, just run. Always have somebody around you, that, that can keep an eye on you. I have my security guard, he right around the corner in the car. He watches any car and every car that I get into. He's got the type, the model, the plate, what the person looks like. I mean, you name it. The whole 9 shit. He knows that I only go a 2-block radius from where I'm parked. So he knows that I'm all in this. He knows where my spots where I go at and whatever else. Not just that, we have signals and codes like who do you, like, he hears certain things being yelled. He knows what's what and what certain codes, and he comes. Like, I was getting beaten, and dude was trying to rape me 2 blocks down, they were there, and I just screamed the code really, 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 really loud as long as I could, and I swear on everything, I closed my eyes, and the second dude penetrated me, I looked up, dude was getting snatched up by him. He was there, boom. That's what you need. Whether you gotta take care of the person every day, it's worth it. I take care of this man, but he's also a retired linebacker. He's there for every point. He secures me. He watches over me. You know what I'm saying? When I sleep, he's secured. Like, he...
Right, he's there for you.
Yeah, and to be able to know you have that protection makes it so much easier. But if you ain't got protection out here, and you ain't got nothing behind your back, and you ain't got that backbone, they'll eat you alive.
So when you say protection, is he a friend protecting a friend, or is he a higher protection?
No, he's both. Okay. He gets paid very well, very well. I take care of all of his needs. He doesn't pay not a dollar for nothing, ever. Okay. Nothing. When he gets his monthly check, because he's disabled and whatever, he'll blow it, he'll blow it or pay for my hotel room, or, say, like, here, I'm gonna get you a room, take me out to eat, go take me get my nails done, stuff like that. Because I take care of him every day. I feed him, I bathe, I make sure that he, got new clothes, new shoes on his feet. He's a big boy, so a big boy's gotta eat, and he's not cheap. Right. So I gotta, pay for that, but it's worth it because I know he's legit, and so am I. And if I need him to pull that thing, right, he gonna pull it, no questions asked. Right. So
I get that.
He's got my back, and that's what you need out here. Is you need that real ass person to have your back and knows you're gonna be there, whether regardless of what's gonna happen. Definitely. And if it weren't for him, the last couple of years, I would have been dead out here a long time ago. Right. So.
Well, we're glad that you're not.
That's my best friend, Todd.
Okay. Respect you, Todd.
Yeah, shout out to Todd. I had to tell you that one just so I can come show you this one later. I love you.
L's for Todd, you know what I mean? W's for Todd, yeah, so I guess everything that you've told me has been really enlightening. Some of these women who've recently just got out here may not even know all those things, So for you to...
And if you get a bad sheet, keep up with the bad date sheets. Keep up with the bad date sheets because, and all these people out here that are trying to help us, like the Street Life, Street Angels, Street Beats, Inner Beauty, the Bending Center, utilize all them services. If you're a female out here, utilize them because they're gonna help you get anything and everything you need possible into housing. They're gonna make sure you have new clothes, new everything every day, somewhere to sleep, somewhere to whatever. If you're homeless out here, security workers, they'll help you with, like, if you absolutely need to. If you're in the midst of, the court process, whatever, with your kids, they'll help you get a lawyer, a social worker, a caseworker, case manager, like. They're out here if you need them. They're out here, so utilize that because...
Okay, so is there an end game? Is there a plan in place or position that you're saying, okay, well, the next 2 years from today...
Oh, I'm done. This is my last year. I'm retiring. Right. I'm done. I'm trying to hand my little black book over, but it's gonna be hard to have to train somebody because, like I said, I do dominatrix and fetishes, and I have a lot of clientele. So like.
So that comes with, like, internet services?
Yes, all of that. I need somebody to be able to have the GOG like me. I need you to have the gift to gab. If you don't got the gift to gab and you can't talk this man in Japan over the phone out of his pants and his wallet, right, I can't fuck with you. Okay. I get it. If you can't make half of what I make a month to the table, I can't fuck with you.
Right. And so that's another question. What does a successful day financially look like out here? What type of numbers?
Believe it or not, anything out here successful over 100 for half of these hoes, it's a good day. Nothing less than 500 for me.
Okay, and that's a day?
No, that's morning shift.
Oh, wow. So you're saying you could bring at least $2,500 a day out here on different shifts? Like?
My best day, a couple weeks ago, I actually came out freaking 4,700. And that was from 8 in the morning to 5. But trust and believe, the money did not stop. I kept going. But you know what I'm saying? I time it out, but not just that though. I do long, big dates. So like, when you ladies hear that amount and you're like, there's no way in hell, there's no way in hell. There is when you're doing 2-hour DOMs for $500 a piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta count it out that way. When you're doing that type of shit, yeah. When you're doing a 2-girl date and the other girl don't know how much you're really getting, and they're just getting what you getting, and you know what I'm saying, they don't know it's it's a $1,000 date. You only telling them 200. You pocketing 8 right there. Like, there's way more money out there to be made than what's done, and you shouldn't have to sell your body to do it. Shit. The whole point of selling pussy is to not sell pussy. Period. Point blank. Watch Pretty Woman. The whole point of selling pussy is to not sell pussy. I've been out here, I don't know, I'm doing what I've been doing, escorting online for 8 years. I haven't sold pussy in over a year.
Wow. So the dominatrix and all the fetishes is what you primarily click into.
Yeah, if you asked me what my title was, I would be the enchantress fetish provider. That's what I would be. Do I escort? Yes. I mean, come on, I'm out here. But once you make so much and you intake, you know what I'm saying, and calculate and everything else, not just that, I mean, like, you have people that want to buy, 30-second videos and this and that. You clock off of that shit, too. I mean, you got to think about it, too. You making grits off of motherfucking Cash App just because you send in a picture. So, I mean, there's plenty of money out here to be made. Plenty of different ways, and it's legal without having to sell pussy, but you're still considered a pussy seller, so shit, more power to you. Shit, keep my name in your mouth. You're making me famous, period. Come on with it.
Right.
So.
Okay. Well, look, sweetheart, I'm not going to keep this camera in your face much longer, man, but I just want you to know I appreciate your honesty, your willingness to have a conversation with me and the viewers. And we wish you all the best. And again, I think you're a courageous woman for even talking to me. A lot of these women, they shy away from their actual truth. And I think standing on the truth is the biggest thing you can do.
Yeah, not just as I did with my daughters. I got 17, 16-year-old daughters out there. Wow. Thicker than Snickers. Okay. Do not look their age at all. And I came out to them recently and told them everything that I've been doing, and they knew from the get-go, but they just never spoke on it. But they also know that everything that they've gotten from me, they know that I risked my life for them. So like, I just want them to know that.
Yeah, well, that's some good shit. I respect it.
And what it is out here in these streets, and I can't wait to be able to go show them this video. Like,
yeah, well, if you don't mind looking into the camera and tell the viewers to subscribe to F.A.C.E Productions.
Subscribe to F.A.C.E Productions.
And
it's that real shit.
That's right.
Real shit out here in these streets.
And we'll see y'all soon again. Thank you for tuning in. Love you.
Really blessed.
Just weep. Every corner's a story, every block a dream, but the darkness swallows everything in between. They got mouths to feed, they got bills to pay, but this life ain't no gift, it's a price they gotta pay. Greenfield and National, where the streets don't lie.